Hey y'all, Yoshi the Game was here, and guess what? Hopefully by now, episode 6 is released, and finally I can say, I've been sitting on my desk doing absolutely nothing now, except for editing 3 videos. And of course, we're here with another podcast, and I know, strange, right? Another podcast after so long of not doing them. And today we have a very special guest.
Hi!
This is Fennekin's voice actress. Yes, we finally got her into a VC. Cue the random sound effect. All right, let's see. All right,
it's okay,
so
I'm a voice actor. I can make some up.
Well, there you go. All right, so let's see. So we got a question here from Snake, also known as Aaron. So then, his question is, what made you want to voice act as Fennekin?
Okay, when I was a little kid, I was obsessed with Pokemon. Like, right now, my thing is My Little Pony, but when I was a kid, I bought everything Pokemon, and I never, I'm just happy to be a part of a project that's, like, relating to something that I really appreciated in my childhood. That's part of it, and another part of it is just, I wanted to work on things. I like being, part of things.
For me, my Pokemon craze started when I was in 7th grade, because, like, before when I was younger, like, I knew what Pokemon was, but I wasn't too keen into it, until one day when I found a Fennekin plush in this one place, and I kind of permanently borrowed it.
I heard I listened to your podcast, don't tell anybody.
Oh, alright. So then, I had my Fennekin, and then Riolu, and then, everyone else came in. And yeah, my Pokemon craze has not stopped. I have too much cards, and I'm not okay with it. I have like a 5-foot stack of cards.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 Pokemon cards taped in a line around my desk.
Wow. My Pokemon cards are scattered around my room, trust me. You open a drawer and you'll find one of them, or open another one and find 10 of them.
That's real. That's
right.
Too many.
Alright, let's see. So here's another question by Snake. Would you like to voice act other characters in the Fennekin story?
That actually, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm already voice acting for Fennekin and Delphox. But if there were like little minor characters, it'll like depends, I guess. But the short answer is yes, probably.
I got really great news for you. Although I can't reveal anything yet. I'm not trying to spoil anything for season 2. Let's see. So here's I don't even want to say this name, but I can edit this, but like their name is Whimpering Audios for $20, and I'm not trying to like say that.
Oh no! No,
okay, fine.
Ew.
Well, the real name is Alan, but we'll just say Alan has a question. There we go. His question is, does your voice hurt after recording lines?
Yes. All the time. Because when you have to put your voice all the way up here for a good 30 minutes, and then do it again and again, and then you have to put your voice all the way down here, it does some strain. This is what you do to voice actors, Yoshi.
So I've heard. In 2 recordings, I'm sitting there, right? Like, since I'm like editing in my room, or like, heck, who knows, in a literal doctor's office, and I'm like hearing like, this is what you do to voice actors, Yoshi, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's always fun. Yep, it's always fun editing stuff, which is why I like doing this, because I'm like making up my own stories, like in little bits of pieces, like. Holy crap, I created an hour of footage, one of my biggest ambitions yet. When I was younger, I wanted to make like this Yoshi movie, but then when I recorded 30 seconds and I gave up. I was like, I can't, bro, I can't. And yet, here
30 seconds in, just, oh, this is too hard. You wipe like
honestly,
sweat from your brow and never do anything again.
And ever since then, my videos have only reached about 30 minutes in length, but not 58 minutes. Like, that is crazy. When I was writing episode 6, I remember episode 6 is like a 3-month-old script. Yeah. I'm surprised that reached that amount of time.
I've had to do the lines in 20-minute chunks, and I send Yoshi my parts like every 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I'm also stuck in like this one final part right now for the editing process, and I'm like, we have about 37 to 40 minutes done of like lines, so that's a great start from where I was 2 months ago.
I'm sorry, I just get busy.
No, don't worry. We all have our lives, and we have to tend to them. Like me, I have absolutely nothing going on in my life, just sitting down on a desk talking about Sonic 2.
Okay.
But other people have other things going on in their lives, and no, I understand that completely. We all have our lives, and we all need to live our lives. Because if we don't live our lives, we'll be in a grave or something. I don't know.
Something fun right now?
Yeah.
I'm sick again.
Oh, great! Is being sick like your side hustle at this point?
Yes, it's my sick hustle.
Oh.
That's why I keep clearing my throat.
I see. Alright, let's see. So here we got another question from Hey, I'm $20 or Kaylee. So now she asks, do you enjoy voicing Fennekin and Delphox?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yoshi is blackmailing me. Someone please help me. No, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I have to do it in like 20-minute chunks, but when I do, it's fun to see the characters come to life. And when I see, like, when Yoshi puts the awesome stuff that he does out on the internet, and I'm like, oh, that's me. Like, I see Fennekin, and I'm like, oh, me. I don't know if I'm the only voice actor that does that, but.
I mean, when I voice acted, like for the first episode for the Fennekin story, I remember those exact lines. It was the other Pokemon joined the party, like the nice and the mischievous Shaman and their brother Shaman, who loves family, and to Luxio the brains, and finally Bayleaf. Bayleaf is kind and loves Yoshi, but Riolu came into play, and I've had this crush on him, but I keep that to myself. Sinister laugh.
So much for keeping it to yourself, Fennekin. Now you're all up on him. And you know who has to voice act for that?
Like for episode 2, like I would definitely go back and change episode 1, like because like Fennekin just wakes up and is like, I wonder where I came from.
Episode 1, sure. I mean, it was like kind of, homely, but like that's what I like about it. It, you started out as something like a little small, and then it just turned into this huge, amazing project, and it's now over an hour long. How do we go from 6 minutes to an hour? It's because you just got a lot better, and that's awesome.
Well, yeah, like looking back, like episode 1, yes, it's a nice start. I mean, everything started right there. Then episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6, and then not to another season. Like, never in a million years would I think that I would be able to do this. Like, I've tried doing that stuff with my Yoshi plushies, but I've never had the chance because I have to voice every single one of these plushies because Tails, voiced by me. Bowser, voiced by me. Yoshi, voiced by me. Mostly everybody's voiced by me, and some of them by my younger brother. But then when I finally got the chance to, like, meet more people on the internet, and finally, like, having you voicing Fennekin and having this big old story here.
I'm glad I met you. It's very fun.
Yes. Alright, let's see. Now we got another question from Whimpering Audios for $20, or Alan.
Leave me alone, Whimpering Audios!
Alright, let's see. Now, he's asking, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, that's normally people would be like, expect me to say Fennekin. But, I like Rapidash, and that's because I'm a brony.
Rapidash. Oh, Rapidash, that one! Oh, yeah, that one! The horse one! Tell me why I thought that was a seahorse for a second. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused with Rapidash and Horsey. Like,
How?
I don't know. I don't have the right mentality right now. All right. Oh, and we got another question here from Snake right here, or Aaron. Now he asks, what do you love so much about Fennekin and Delphox?
Okay, the things I love the most about Fennekin, her attitude is kind of like Vanellope Von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph, and I love characters like that, first of all. And second of all, it's just, she's got like that childlike wonder, but like a little bit of snark, like lightly sardonic. Yep. And that's, Vanellope, and I like that. It's fun. It's fun to try to work it out. And like for Delphox, my favorite thing is obviously her motherly nature. She's just total sweetheart, and I love her. And I would like her to bake me cookies and tuck me into bed and read me a bedtime story. Fennekin, you are lucky.
Oh man, it's just like they're like you said in that one recording. It's their catchphrase is like, Fennekin's catchphrase is just Riolu, and then Delphox's catchphrase is just Fennekin, where are you?
Fennekin, where are you?
It's. I mean, in episode 1, the final clip of that was Delphox saying, "Fennekin, where are you?" Episode 2, she says the same thing. Episode 3, she says the same thing. So on and so on. And it's just like how you created Fennekin's entire name, like Fennekin Joy Honey. Because when I was like telling my friends that, they were like, "That's not her real name," and I'm like, "It's lore, or else." All right, let's see.
Like
oh yeah,
name.
I think we're all out of questions now. I guess you can ask me questions now about like what type of milk do you drink? I drink water.
Well, okay. What are your hobbies besides editing?
Let's see. So I like to spend time with friends, of course, and I also like to bribe video game stores to give me great prices on great deals that I can find. I know, very strange hobbies. I also, well, I also have a knack for reading the Sonic 2 manual when I'm bored. Yes, that's me right there.
Really? I had no idea you liked Sonic 2 so much.
Yeah, oh my gosh, shocking, right? I also like to mod hack 3DSs and 2DSs, aka pirating games. Arg.
Don't worry, Pookie, your secret's safe with me.
Hooray! I don't want Nintendo busting down my doors, arresting me for stealing Mario Maker for the 3DS.
He's a 15-year-old!
Alright, let's see. What? Any other questions? I mean, I think other hobbies that I do is just, I don't know, sitting on my desk, recording. Yeah.
I'm like, because I've already listened to the podcast, so I know how it got started. You found a Fennekin in an abandoned warehouse. Which, crazy lore, geez, wow, this really was meant to be a TV show. Okay, what do you like besides Sonic and, Pokemon? What do you like besides Sonic and Pokemon?
Let's see. Dang. Jeez. Okay, that's. I've never really been asked that. All right. When I was in 5th grade, I had like a Mario phase. I mean, right now Mario's okay, I guess. I just prefer Sonic more better. But other things that I'm interested in is like collecting DVDs that were in my childhood. Because when I was younger, I had a big old stack of DVDs and VHSs, and I'm trying to like build my way back up to what I watched when I was younger. Like right now, I have Curious George, the movie.
I remember watching that when I was little too. Okay, wow, this is getting kind of off topic. Sorry. So let me ask you a Fennekin story related question here. Is season 2 of the Fennekin story going to be really dark?
Yes. I can't reveal much, but well, all I'm gonna say is that we're gonna explore Riolu's backstory on where the heck it came from. We're also going to explore Delphox's backstory and what the heck happened there, because in episode 2 where Dr. Robotnik is like, let's see if I can still do that Dr. Robotnik voice, because I haven't done it in a while. Let's see, damn, Delilah, Team Rocket Grunts have killed your husband here. I don't know how to do that voice anymore. So Team Rocket Grunts, he says, just Team Rocket Grunts. We don't know who, but in episode 6, it's revealed that it's Absol Weaver and Glaceon who did it, and the cost of them falling out of a window.
And when the Fennekin story is over, can I please get a Fennekin story My Little Pony crossover episode? Please, I will pay you.
How would it work? Okay, so I could probably do that.
Plushies. I've got My Little Pony plushies up the wazoo. We can do it. I can film my parts.
Let's see. Okay, because like, now, not to spoil anything, but there is going to be what we call the portal. You see, back in Super Yoshi Club, my older channel, right? Yoshi's and Yoshi's friends will travel through a trash can that I bought from Dollar Tree. Yeah, I know, super creative, right? So I recently found that trash can after 3 years because it was on the floor in a room that I haven't been in for a while, and I was like, holy crap, because like I've had this trash can ever since I was in 6th grade.
I feel like I should make this a little bit obvious. I know just about nothing about the Fennekin story. I know what I'm voice acting, and that's about it. Like, I've noticed some people commenting they kind of think that I know more about the Fennekin story, and I don't. I don't know anything. Yoshi is very secretive. Is Fennekin based off of anyone in real life? Or Delphox?
Let's see. That's actually a pretty good question. Fennekin isn't based off of anybody. Delphox isn't based off of anything. Riolu, none of these characters are really based off of anybody, you know. So with Fennekin, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I have to make this own characteristic thing, and I was like, I looked at her because back then when I was like younger and I had that one thing, I think you remember in one podcast I was talking about the prototype of the Fennekin story, how I was saying how she was supposed to be the bad guy originally. You see, in the original pilot, Fennekin was supposed to be the bad guy. You see, there's something going on in the Yoshi series because at the end of at the end of every episode for like Livewire, that type of stuff, it glitches out and then it shows a clip of like you talking as a Fennekin, right? And so what that's actually doing, I can't reveal anything yet, but if you want, I could probably tell you in DMs. But like in about 2 years when I graduate, I don't know if I'll be able to make videos anymore because I have to go to college, do stuff for once. So I'm probably gonna have to say goodbye to this, which is why I'm trying to like set up some type of lore thing. So if you ever see things glitching, it's not the video. There's something going on. Also, a green border is attacking me, which was the original premise for the Border Revolution, or the Fennekin story prototype. Fennekin was the bad guy, and so she used to live on top of this big shelf over here. She would stare at me ominously, like when I would be recording. Like I would just look up and I'd see her eyes just lock onto me, staring down at me into my soul, and I'd just be like, huh.
Evil Furby.
Yes, and I would be like, what if we made Fennekin the bad guy? And so that became a reality. And then I recorded some parts, but those parts are completely lost to time. I have lost the files, I've lost everything. I only have some screenshots and that's it. I can't find the original videos. There was gonna be a part where my cousin was there, and this guy named Jorge interrogates me and does a therapy session. There would be this part where we'd be in the park and we'd have to fight like a huge Fennekin that I wasn't ready to edit, and like...
How did you get hired, Cassie? How did y'all meet in the first place?
Oh, okay. So, I know, okay. If you want the long story, I knew a guy named Tyrius, and Tyrius knew another guy, and that other guy invited me to a server, and Yoshi was in that server, I think? No, I'm sorry. A different guy was in that server, and he had hired me to voice act for, like, some of his pony stuff. And then later on, he was like, hey, my buddy, my pal, is looking for someone to voice act for Fennekin in his, thingy. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. And that is the story.
Yep. You see, I was originally inside of this Sega server filled with like Sega stuff, whatever, and there was like, it was a voice acting server, and I thought of the idea like, okay, so long shot here. Potentially, I can write out this little script and just be like, hi, I need a voice actor, I'm making a series. And so then, I posted that, I waited for about a month, no response at all. I was like so close to giving up. And then, the person who, DM'd me was a person who was like, oh, hey, I got a person who actually wants a voice. And I was like, no way, really? And they gave them, you know, and then they gave me your username, Cassie, and ever since then, you know, the rest is history.
Happily ever after.
Yes.
Except we've lived happily ever after, and now season 2 is coming up, and that happily ever after is fading.
Oh, don't worry, there's more coming our way.
Why are you doing this to me, Yoshi?
Because he's a menace to society.
Yes.
Totally.
Help me! He's holding me hostage and forcing me to voice act for his Pokemon show.
What are you talking about? What type of blabbery are you speaking of?
I don't want to be Fennekin.
Well, this has been the podcast. I forgot what episode we're on. I
Please
think
let
it's
me
like
out of your basement.
my basement is made of wood.
When I first joined the project as a voice actress, I thought that this was going to be like a one-off thing, like one and done, and then I'm outie. But the episodes started getting longer, and I was like, okay, this is turning into kind of a serious thing. I was happy for that to be a thing, because this is one of the biggest and most popular things I've ever voice acted in, and not only is it giving me exposure, it's giving me friends, a community. It makes me it's completely unreal to see people be like, I really like the Fennekin voice actress. I know that's only happened 2 times, but both times have been what?
Trust me,
That's me.
I've got a bunch of people at my school who are like, bro, we love Fennekin voice actors, bro. There's more than 2 people. All my friends, everybody that I've known, they all love this series. I actually send them little clips of guys, look, I've been editing this for more than 2 hours. Come look at this. And every time they're always voice acting perfect, and the editing and the writing, the sound effects, the other people who help me voice act. It's just it's fun doing this,
Okay, I knew it was kind of big at your school, but I had no idea.
Yeah, because
wow.
Some person, I show it to friends of mine, and then they show it to their friends, and then their friends know, and then their friends see it, and then their friends see it.
It's a big pyramid scheme.
Exactly. Just yesterday, I met a new fan who really loved this. He says it was very entertaining, and he even made fan art, which I think I showed you, and that was cool. I was I'm shocked. Geez, something I created that I put in my passion and everything came out to be this super awesome thing. And side note, there is more on the way, and it's really exciting, bro. It's just something I thought would never happen to me, and here I am now.
No, yeah, me neither. I expected this all to just be a one and done thing, and now I'm popular, popular within a certain little niche, but it's so weird. It's so weird to have people like me like that, people who don't even know me. It's so weird to have people who don't even know me like me.
Been there once or twice.
It's so, cause I don't think I've ever had that. I've had people be like, wow, this person's art, it looks good, but I've never really blown up like I have here. And it's all completely, it's unreal to me. I never expected this to get so big, but I'm so glad that it has, because I'm passionate about this too now. I'm passionate about where this project is gonna go, and getting to voice act for these characters. I don't know if I told you, but the scene where Delphox gets really angry and there's fire in the background, I really tried to put as much strain into my voice and anger as I possibly could. Of course, I had to do that conservatively because I had family at home, but I really, and it's weird to see your efforts get paid by people being like, this is great. I don't know how to describe it.
And with episodes 5, I was only expecting that episode to get about 200 views, but then slowly but surely it started growing each day, and each day it kept on getting bigger and bigger to 640, and I'm just shocked, whoa.
Yeah, I think the most views I've ever had on a video before. There was this one video that completely blew up on my old TikTok. It got me up to 1,000 followers, like 23,000 something likes. It was insane. But yeah. No, not 23,000 likes. I'm sorry. 23,000 views. But that one was like just a one-off video that I didn't put effort into. And seeing this, something that I'm passionate about working on, getting popular and having people like it means so much more to me than that video ever could. It's so wonderful to have such a great community and a great boss, and it's just I love it. Yep. I love it. Yep. And guys, guess what? I'm not gonna take all the credit for this, but people who are watching the podcast or the interview right now, people who are watching, I got Yoshi into My Little Pony, and now he's a brony. He's obsessed, just like me. Yeah.
Come on, please help me. I'm like on what, season 7, episode 10.
Good lordy lord. Okay, tell me what you think when you get to the finale of the show, because I cried.
Oh no, I'm not ready to cry to My Little Pony. Please, somebody get me out of here.
No, there's no escape. There's no escape.
There was in season 6. I like the season 6 ending with that shapeshifter pony.
Oh yeah, Stygian. Yeah. We need to have an episode of the podcast where we just nerd out about My Little Pony.
Ramble about My Little Pony. And I'm gonna be implementing some like My Little Pony stuff within the Fennekin story, so keep your eye out.
Yay! So there are some people who like my voice, surprisingly. And no one's asked for this yet, but I figure I might as well. Here is how I get into character for voicing Fennekin and Delphox. I haven't listened to actual recordings of their voice in over half a year, over 6 months. So I pretty much got my own version of Fennekin going on. I obviously know that Fennekin's voice doesn't have that rasp to it that I add, that Vanellope von Schweetz kind of sound to it. But I don't really know where it came from, but I'm thankful because I think it really adds to Fennekin.
It's distinguished.
Yes, it is distinguished.
It's very distinguished.
Hooray, my dictionary came in work.
Yes, the word it's.
Yes.
Reminds me of that Family Guy cutaway.
Whoa. Cue Family Guy cutaway.
Boy, this is worse than the time that I was sus and okay, that's not a Peter.
Peter.
Hey, it's me, Peter from Family Guy.
The horse is here.
Okay.
Peter.
Okay. Alright. So, for Fennekin, it's definitely more challenging than the Delphox voice, so I'll start off with that. For Fennekin... Wow, I sound so involved. For Fennekin, I think the main thing about it is it's got that was a gross lip smack.
It's got a very high feel to it, but kind of nasally. You have to really go into your throat for it. It's got kind of a Valley Girl tinge to it, but at the same time not. So you have to I can't describe it. If you were to go up here, that's a completely different voice. Is more back here in your throat. You gotta feel it right, and you gotta take your throat balls and shove them down. You know.
Definitely been there. I mean, what?
Yeah. So that's the main secret to voicing Fennekin. I wish I could describe it better, but
if you know how to do a Pinkie Pie impression, you're pretty much on par with it, but you have to shove it back a little bit and give it more of a snarky tinge, like Pinkie Pie, but she's more intelligent.
Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie. For Delphox, you have to like I don't know how to get like a rich quality to your voice, not like rich and distinguished, and you have to like get like a thick, I guess, kind of quality to your voice. So it's down here. But make yourself sound less like a simpleton. So no, that's British.
British.
British Delphox.
Yes.
Fennekin Joy, honey, where are you?
Now that she's a queen. She turns British.
Her real name is Elizabeth.
Yes.
For Delphox, you have to go into more of a concerned tone of voice. You have to like really feel that if you're a guy and you're trying to do the Delphox voice, don't try to make your voice just as deep as possible because you're gonna sound like this. Don't try to make your voice sound as deep as possible because you're going to sound like you're dead inside and you don't care about anything. Instead, make it deep, but you have to like put more inflection into your voice. So you have to like really channel that maternal side of you, I guess. If you're a guy, channel the paternal side, I suppose.
Oh well.
I don't. Try what gets me in character is going, Fennekin, where are you? That's like her catchphrase.
Her catchphrase. In episode 1, that one final thing. Fennekin, where are you?
Yeah. That's what got me pretty hyped about the series from the start. I was like, okay, so this is gonna be kind of neat.
And then 5 episodes later.
Please help me. It's over an hour.
Well, only a PAL regions over there in Europe.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how you do the Fennekin and the folks.
Yes.
When I first like got into it, I was surprised that you weren't already a brony. Because one, I discovered you from a My Little Pony server, and two, like it felt like the writing in sorry, you can hear my chair squeaking. It felt like the writing
as well.
I felt like the writing in like the first episode was very reminiscent of My Little Pony, and I can't really describe how or why. It just felt like it's got that, earlier kind of feel to it. Sorry for my mic. I know it's all over the place because I'm like shoving my phone everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, like when I wrote episode 1, I wasn't really thinking much. I mean, like I was like, okay, so I have to make Fennekin the good guy, and now I have to like add in these random characters that I just so happen to have in my room. So when I was writing it, I was like, okay, first of all, let me try doing this. There was an original script, long gone. I have no access to that at all.
That's another thing I want to say. I was really surprised at the writing because I've watched a lot of bad shows. No, I don't mean this offensively. Like, just let me finish. I watched a lot of bad shows with really poor writing, or like web series where people don't really know what direction they want to go in, and I kind of automatically assumed that was what this was going to be, and that was wrong of me. I got proven wrong because this has me engaged. I'm not just voice acting because I want to, or just for the heck of it. I'm voice acting because I like it. I like the series and the community, and it's fun and engaging. It's a good story, and the villains are written really well. They're frightening. They're not like villains that are like, "I'll get you, my pretties." Rah, rah, rah. It's like, sure, they've got like that psychotic side to them, but instead of just bragging about it, they're like showing that they're scary. They're showing what they can do. They're showing evil things they can do. Like with Mario, he's not just being like, "Oh, I'm super evil." He's like, "I'm super evil," and he's also showing that. He's showing and telling, which is one of the things I really like.
Like with Mario.
Sorry, I just kind of went.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like with Mario, his villain trope is in probably like episodes You'll probably hear it more in episode 6, but Mario originally was my first plushie ever, but then he was kind of replaced with my Blue Yoshi, but then replaced by Fennekin, and so he left to go start this like organization in Kalos, where he just so happened to run into Delphox. What a
Mm.
what a coincidence, huh? And so
What a
basically,
coincidence.
what Mario wants is Fennekin's fire. Every Fennekin always has to have like a fire. Like I saw this one thing, Pokemon Starters. If you've seen that, it's like a South Park Pokemon thing.
Mm.
It's like really nice, and like there's this one episode where Fennekin loses her fire and she goes completely white. Like her colors go away, and so like that's what I'm trying to do here. But like,
Oh.
except Mario just like doesn't get it at all. Mario kind of kicks the bucket.
Um. Um. Hmm. No, I don't think so. Um. Thank you again for being such an awesome boss.